Breaking news, we just got listed as the only analytics and insights partner for Ada's self-service bot and agent program. Let me tell you why. So we've talked about this before. Ada offers a really good analytics suite for individual bot analytics, offering training opportunities, and even looking at some topics that emerge from conversations. Now, once you expand your program into having 5, 10, 15 bots, 20 bots even, it'll get really unwieldy to do this without another layer of analytics. And let me just show you here what it looks like when we go ahead and look at some topics and categories here of conversations in a different way. If you're tired of looking at lists of hundreds of topics, thousands of topics, looking at it visually is going to make your life a whole lot easier. Awesome. So let's just go ahead and look at this biggest group right here. So we're looking at conversations with a telecom company, and you can see here we have data usage being high, seems to be the top issue group. And then if we keep going, we have hardware problems, okay? And then we have 4G LTE connectivity issues. Now, there are a lot of things we can do with this view here, and we're just looking at it visually and aggregating all the topics together. But I want to show you how you can combine some of these theme analysis with our more numeric reporting that is really important. So again, we have a dashboard here. We've seen a lot of this before, but I want to dig into some of this conversational analytics fields that we have here. So when we think about why do people use self-service programs, it's actually to make it easier for them. Now, when we are looking at how users are interacting with bots and with agents, there's this idea of how much effort do they have to expend when they are trying to seek a resolution for a topic. We went ahead and we actually added this scoring here for effort on top of the data, and then we associated it with some of those topics that we saw before. So we can see here network performance, data issues, account verification, etc. We can see here the percentage of high effort conversations that were allocated across these categories, essentially bridging some of the more qualitative category and theme reviews with something more tangible like an effort score that we can apply based off of transcripts and conversations. Taking things a little bit further, if you want to explore the themes and topics and categories that are added onto your data by our system, you can totally do that in our data slicer platform. And this gives you a much better view where you can clearly see what the master categories are and the subcategories, as well as looking at some of the transcripts that are associated with this. And there's a lot going on here. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you bump these up and look at all of the available groups that are possible. And this is where the rest of our tooling comes in, right? You want to display all the data, you want to show it, and then it may be too much to read all at once, especially when you're looking at everything. So I think getting a good grip on what exactly is being said here with a high-level summary would be really nice. Great. So we can see here it's going through some of the high priority issues. So it seems like network speed and performance concerns. This is a data set of telecom queries and inquiries. And here we have data plan and usage. All right. So this makes sense. And this is a really good way to get a view on your data once you have these categories and topics defined. Many of these can be customized to your own data set and applied very easily through our tooling. But there are many ways to understand your data, but there's only one way to combine your qualitative AI analysis with some quantitative custom scoring that we can apply to your data using our software.